So what are you finding that with the clients with whom you work, right? I mean, where's their pain point? Like where's the biggest impact that because the problem is that quite often the proliferation of new devices or new platforms or new channels just means more work. How do you cut that off at the pass, right? How do you shape it as an opportunity and not have it be putting lipstick on a pig, but really it be an opportunity? Like, how do you turn that for those guys?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's hard, right? I mean, it's the what we're doing here, and I mean, I think a lot of what we see across a number of our customers is as they start looking at it and trying to extend across various different platforms, OTT platforms or other types of items, where you're not going to have some of the standardized metrics across there, but you do as either a programmer or operator who have advanced insights around who that actual audience is, to really enable it and allow for, I don't want to say standardized data modeling, but like similar things that actually help to really drive the transaction. Because a lot of these things, we keep getting into this chicken and the egg, right? Is that as much as we want to transact on audiences in certain ways, if we don't have the back end measurement in certain parts of it, then people are still saying, no, I'm not really interested. But that's rehashing, I think, what we've been talking about for the last 2 days, so we're not going to dive down too much into that. What we can actually do to start solving it is driving the models that allow a operator, programmer, and advertiser to really understand and share that data amongst them with the proper value exchange, right? And I think that's the big part that we keep coming around here, is that value exchange looks different from depending on the lens that you're coming from. And I think where Adobe sits from our play on both the buy side, the sell side, and a number of different aspects within there, trying to actually allow that and be that kind of trusted intermediary to help realize that value is kind of what we're really trying to play.
Because I guess I keep, I know that I sort of beat a dead horse in that when I take a step back, I have these sort of perspectives that like our problems really aren't that unique. We just always use the language of media to describe them, right? But like this is business transformation, right? I mean, and I guess what I keep struggling with is that tell me who is going to shepherd that transformation. And with large companies, is it from within? Like, is it about the power in us all getting in the boat and rowing together? Is that what it requires? Is it, I mean, where does that, because this is a sea change. Archie used that language earlier, I think, right? It's not a step change, it's a sea change we're talking about. So just forget metrics and currencies and all the bullshit we use every day. How do we change the human behavior? Well, how does that happen? Is that leadership?
No, I think you've got to take risk. So risks come with key advertisers and their agencies going out of the box, working with us on new media, new measurement, new integration, realizing that it's not perfect. It's not. Okay, but we've got to push the envelope and go out of traditional measurement and try new things. And maybe we get more insights on campaigns beyond hitting the post. So the status quo is it's just not gonna continue. And no, we're not moving as fast as we want. Okay, I get it. I hear you loud and clear. We're smart though. Are we an aircraft carrier that moves on 2 degrees? Maybe we can turn on 3. But we want this as much as everybody else, but we're gonna do it right. And our partners, and I say this again, both advertisers and agencies and the companies that we work with, help us get to a path, a blueprint. It's not there yet, but we're getting there. We're beginning to see what's possible. And we're beginning to work with some of these advertisers who are willing to take the risk and understand that the post was not at 99.9%. But they got some insight here on a correlation of media weight with sale. That's good. So what's the next step? And what's the next step? So it's not an overnight solution, but what I love is working with partners here who work with us and will change the game. It's step by step by step. So if you're looking for an overnight change, and what did you say about the boulder moving it up, right? It's not going to happen.
He's tired.
He's tired. He is tired.
Dave's taking a nap. He'll get back to you on that.
I love Dave. Come on, seriously. So that's my thought.
Cool.
I'm going to come at it from a little different perspective, right? So my partners are people that are sitting up here, like MVPDs, video distributors, and I sat in that seat and I understand the operational, like the needs. And I think that's where we start. Everybody is looking, to Kevin's point, for this unified system, right? That pulls in legacy and over the top and and digital, and lets you plan against that and optimize against that. Everyone's looking for that, and we're thinking about it at Google. We're starting to work towards it. And I think that's, people just have to open their minds to new platforms and new platform partners to think about solving this.
So Jennifer, sort of just to start to bring it to close, tell me the role that Google plays in the future of television.
Yeah, I think we're an open platform for the future of television. We're going to enable buyers and sellers to activate on data, to support direct deals, to support programmatic in a seamless, efficient way.
Art?
Yeah, I mean, at Adobe, we're about the customer experience, and looking at data and how we enable both our buyers, or our buy-side customers and supply-side customers to look together, understand the impact of whatever their objectives are, and driving advanced insights out of that data for their ultimate results.
So Rob, right now what I heard from you is the integration and sort of getting the data together is where your heartburn is. So let's look at, 18 months from now, like actually let's just say sort of the back half of 2017, early 2018 at CES. What are the three things that you're focusing your energy and time on the most? Like what's priority to you? Other than, just sort of revenue, but just kind of where you're spending your time and your team's time and capacity on getting better, faster, stronger.
Yeah, I mean, it's really all the things. The number one is, making sure that we can consistently pull audience measurement data across our footprint and have a common, consistent view of our customers, which, is really foundational to everything else that we're looking to do. I know that might seem mundane, but for us, we've got 3 different versions of that, all on separate physical networks right now, by the way. So trying to pull that all together right now is a pretty big task. But ultimately, that's to drive capabilities that allow us to basically be more efficient marketing partners for our advertisers, right? To turn around media campaigns and media plans to help them accomplish their goals in a better fashion, and have the data on the back end to actually prove that out.
So Jennifer, sort of just to start to bring it to close, tell me the role that Google plays in the future of television.
Yeah, I think we're an open platform for the future of television. We're going to enable buyers and sellers to activate on data, to support direct deals, to support programmatic in a seamless, efficient way.